Ever wondered why Portugal, a small nation, played such a massive role on the global stage throughout history? Despite its modest size, this unassuming country has left an indelible mark on the annals of world history. From the age of discoveries to its influence in global trade, Portugal's story is as rich as it is riveting. So, what's the secret behind Portugal's historical significance? To understand, we have to delve deep into the annals of Portugal's history. We begin our journey in prehistoric times, where the land we now know as Portugal was home to Celtic tribes. They lived in fortified villages called castros, leaving behind a rich legacy that echoes through the ages. As we move forward, we encounter the mighty Roman Empire, which swept across the Iberian Peninsula in 2nd century BC, bringing with it a new era of culture, architecture, and language. The Romans introduced Latin, the root of the Portuguese language that we know today. Yet the Roman Empire, like all great empires, was not destined to last forever. As it crumbled, the Visigoths, a Germanic people, took control of the region in 5th century AD. Their reign was marked by a fusion of Roman and Germanic cultures, which played a significant role in shaping the future identity of Portugal. But the tides of history were not yet done turning. In the 8th century, the Moors from North Africa invaded, bringing with them the Islamic culture that would leave an indelible mark on the region's art, architecture, and science. They held sway until the 11th century, when a new force arose to challenge them. Enter Henry of Burgundy, a nobleman from France who married the daughter of Alfonso VI of Leon and Castile. In reward for his service in the Reconquista, he was granted the county of Portugal in 1096. However, it was his son, Afonso Henriques, who truly carved out the path for Portugal's nationhood. Afonso rebelled against his mother and her lover, took over the county, and declared himself King Afonso I of Portugal. With his victory at the Battle of Urique in 1139, Afonso not only secured his throne but also laid the foundation for an independent Portugal. This momentous event marked the end of the County of Portugal and the dawn of the Kingdom of Portugal. With the founding of the Kingdom of Portugal in 1139, a new chapter in world history was set to begin. As we move into the 15th century, we find Portugal poised to change the world. The Age of Exploration, also known as the Age of Discovery, was a period of unprecedented exploration that saw Portugal rise to prominence. Under the visionary leadership of Prince Henry the Navigator, Portugal began to venture beyond known horizons, opening up new frontiers and possibilities. Prince Henry, a man of science and the arts, was the catalyst for Portugal's golden age. He established a navigation school in Sagres, attracting the brightest minds of the era. Here they pioneered advancements in cartography, ship design, and navigational tools, enabling Portuguese explorers to venture further and more accurately into uncharted waters. Among these explorers was Vasco da Gama, a name synonymous with the Age of Discovery. In 1498, da Gama achieved what was thought impossible. He found a direct sea route from Europe to India. His voyage around the Cape of Good Hope not only proved that the Indian Ocean was accessible from the Atlantic, but also opened up lucrative spice trade routes. Another notable figure was Ferdinand Magellan, who embarked on an ambitious expedition to circumnavigate the globe. Although he didn't live to complete the journey, his crew did, proving once and for all that the world was round. During this period, Portugal established colonies and trading posts along the coasts of Africa, Asia, and South America. They monopolized the spice trade for a brief but profitable period, driving the country's economy to new heights. However, it wasn't just about wealth. The Age of Discovery was a time of knowledge and understanding. Portugal's explorations expanded the world's geographical knowledge, brought different cultures into contact, and led to the spread of Christianity. The Age of Discovery had firmly placed Portugal on the world map, but turbulent times lay ahead. The 16th century marked the beginning of a period of decline for Portugal. This decline was largely due to the Iberian Union, a 60-year period when Spain and Portugal were under the same crown. The Portuguese were not happy with this union, as they felt that their interests were being sidelined in favor of Spain's. This discontent eventually led to the Restoration War, a 28-year conflict that ended with Portugal regaining its independence. However, the country was left in a state of economic ruin. To make matters worse, this period was followed by an era of absolutist monarchs who were more interested in their own power than in the welfare of their subjects. The Portuguese monarchy was seen as an obstacle to progress and change, which led to a growing desire for a more democratic form of government. This desire culminated in the liberal revolution of the early 19th century, a time of great social and political upheaval. The revolution was marked by a struggle between those who wanted to maintain the absolute monarchy and those who wanted to establish a constitutional monarchy. The conflict between these two factions was intense and often violent, but in the end the liberals won out, and a constitutional monarchy was established. This was a significant step towards democracy, but it was not the end of the story. The monarchy continued to be a source of controversy and conflict, and in 1910, after a series of revolts and political crises, Portugal became a republic. This was a momentous event, marking the end of more than 800 years of monarchy. But this transition was not smooth. The new republic faced numerous challenges, including political instability, economic problems, and social unrest. Despite these difficulties, the republic survived and gradually evolved into the democratic country we know today. Despite the political turmoil, Portugal's influence was far from over. The country continued to play a significant role on the global stage, and its history is a testament to the resilience and determination of the Portuguese people. In the 20th century, Portugal faced further trials and transformations. The nation, which had once traversed and traded with the farthest corners of the world, found itself navigating the tempestuous waters of domestic politics. The early part of the century was marked by a dictatorship under Antonio de Oliveira Salazar. Salazar's Estado Novo, or New State, was a period of significant economic growth, but also one of severe political repression. Portugal became isolated from the rest of Europe, and its colonies began to demand independence. However, the winds of change were blowing. In 1974, the Carnation Revolution, named for the flowers that protesters placed in the barrels of soldiers' rifles, swept Salazar's regime aside. This bloodless coup marked the end of the dictatorship and the beginning of a democratic Portugal. It was a pivotal moment in the country's history, symbolizing the power of peaceful protest and the longing for freedom. The changes didn't stop there. In 1986, Portugal made a significant stride towards integration with the rest of Europe by joining the European Union. This move brought about economic and social improvements, helping the nation to modernize and develop. Today, Portugal is known for more than just its past. It has made significant strides in various fields, from technology to renewable energy, and has become a hotspot for tourism, renowned for its rich culture, warm hospitality, and stunning landscapes. Its football teams have gained international acclaim, and its wine, particularly Port and Madeira, is enjoyed worldwide. Portugal has also made strides in social issues. It was one of the first countries to decriminalize drug use, focusing instead on treatment and harm reduction, a policy that has seen remarkable success. From a small nation to a global power and back again, Portugal's history is a tale of resilience and reinvention. It's a country that has weathered storms, navigated change, and continues to reinvent itself, always moving forward with an eye on its rich and varied past. So, what makes Portugal's history so intriguing and significant? Well, our journey began with the dawn of a nation, tracing the roots of Portugal back to prehistoric times. We saw the formation of Portugal, a nation that emerged from the ashes of the Roman Empire, and how it etched its identity through centuries of invasions and cultural exchanges. Then we sailed into the age of exploration, the golden era that put Portugal on the world map. It was a time of daring voyages and discoveries, of new lands and new cultures. Portugal's explorers, navigators, and cartographers were pioneers, charting unknown territories and bridging the East and the West. We also witnessed the significant transition from monarchy to republic, a period marked by political upheaval and social change. The shift to a republic, though turbulent, was a testament to the people's desire for democracy, freedom, and progress. And of course, we ventured into the 21st century exploring modern Portugal. A vibrant and dynamic nation, Portugal today is a blend of the old and the new, a testament to its rich history and its forward-looking spirit. So you see, Portugal's history is not just about dates and events, it's about a people and a nation that have navigated through centuries of change and challenges, always evolving, always resilient. As we've seen, Portugal's history is a testament to the enduring spirit of this small but mighty nation, a story of exploration, resilience, and reinvention that continues to unfold.